In this video training series, How to Create an Awesome Online Video for Your Business, I'll be using and recommending Camtasia for Mac as a screen recording software of my choice. Since I'm Mac-based, my choices really come down to Camtasia for Mac and ScreenFlow, and I've used ScreenFlow as well as Camtasia, but my current choice is Camtasia, and I'll cover it extensively in other videos in this series. In fact, every video recorded in this series will be done with Camtasia for Mac. It's fairly certain that at some point you're going to want to incorporate your own video recording in your Camtasia screen recording. A few examples of this might be when you want to record yourself providing an intro or an outro for your video, or you might want to provide a personal call to action at some point during your video, which can be very effective. And you might want to screen capture yourself narrating your video, or you're shown in a small insert window in the video. Or you may also want to record a Google Hangout or Skype video call and use portions of the recorded video call in your presentation. I didn't start out thinking I would be using personal videos as part of my presentations, but after doing a few Google Hangouts, I quickly wanted to be able to capture the video and make sure I presented myself in the best possible way during those Hangouts and in my recordings. Then a client recently asked me to help with this very topic as she wanted to produce videos and insert herself doing the video intro to her trainings. After personally trying a number of webcams, I really found one that I can personally recommend, and again, since I'm a Mac user, I'm going to be discussing recommendations based on the software, applications, and resources I use with my Mac and MacBook Pro. With a note that this recommended webcam that works with Mac actually comes with software that provides unique features designed for Windows systems. For you Mac users, I have some suggestions for software that makes this webcam really work for us as well. My top recommendation is to go full HD 1080p with your recordings, and I found the Logitech C920 to be the best webcam and reasonably priced. It uses a USB 2.0 and its USB 3.0 ready connection, so that's another plus as well. My other recommendation is don't settle for the built-in camera that comes with your iMac or your MacBook Pro or your MacBook Air. They'll work, but when you're really producing your own Camtasia projects, you'll be glad you developed your project with the best video and audio you can. And your customers and potential customers will appreciate it as well. I originally started with the Logitech C615 Webcam, and it was a good camera and produced good video. But once I started doing Skype video calls and Google Hangouts, I really wanted to record those in full HD 1080p, so I upgraded to the C920. And as you can see from this comparison list, the C615 is a good webcam. It's a good starter, but you can see that there are some features here, particularly the Carl Zeiss optics that the C920 features. It also has the noise-canceling microphone, which I particularly like. And as you can see here, there's quite a few features available on the C920 that are not available on the C615. So my recommendation again is to go with the C920. Okay, let's look at some of the other features available with the C920. So let's look at the Skype recording. The nice thing about it is that you can, as it says here, see and be seen in high-definition quality. Logitech partnered with Skype to deliver high-definition 1080p resolution with the C920 webcam. So that's, again, a really strong feature if you're doing Skype calls or Google Hangouts. The other feature that we want to look at is the full HD 1080p recording, which I've already mentioned, but as you can see here, you can record your videos in widescreen full HD 1080p at 30 frames per second. The same H.264 encoded compression that enables high-definition video calls with Skype also lets you capture great videos. So again, that's just really a great feature. The next feature we want to look at is Carl Zeiss optics. You may have heard of Carl Zeiss optics elsewhere, but that brand is known for high-end optics, and the C920 has incorporated the Zeiss Tessar design, which provides maximum detail and minimal distortion in your videos. That's, again, a great feature. Next thing I want to look at is the autofocus feature. For Windows users, the C920 uses the same autofocus motor used in smartphone cameras. It's optimized for webcams, so the autofocus gives you the sharpest image possible, even as close as 10 centimeters. Unfortunately for Mac users, Logitech doesn't provide software that takes advantage of the autofocus feature, so I use the iGlasses software from ecamm, and it provides over 50 different effects and styles, including face tracking and 3D effects. It also provides digital pan and zoom controls, so the C920 then really does have the ability to zoom in for a tighter shot. At only $19.95, it's really well worth the price. I use this feature quite a bit when I'm on Google Hangouts, where I'd like to zoom in rather than using the standard built-in webcam with my iMac. I use iGlasses for that as well. Sometimes I'll mount the C920 to the top of my monitor, where I can look directly into the camera to make direct eye contact with my viewers. And the C920 has nice adjustable rubberized bumpers on the clip that help hold it securely to the monitor or to my laptop. It pivots in several directions, allowing me to secure the C920 to the back of the monitor while adjusting the vertical angle to make sure I'm correctly centered in the camera's view. However, I occasionally like to mount the C920 to my Joby grip-type GorillaPod stand using the standard threaded tripod attachment in the bottom of the C920. I did purchase the grip-tight GorillaPod stand that holds my iPhone, which is a great stand, and I'll talk about that in another video. The nice thing about the GorillaPod that holds the iPhone is that you can remove the attachment here that holds your iPhone, and then it just has a standard screw mount in this section here, which you can attach to the C920. This is really great for allowing you to maneuver the C920 at some different angles around your desk, or even if you were in some place like a Starbucks and you were going to do a video recording, you could mount the C920 using the GorillaPod at some different angles and get some nice effects with that as well. When recording video for a presentation or project, I highly recommend using an external mic, and I'll have a complete review of my microphone suggestions and recommendations in another video. However, one of the nice benefits about the C920 is the built-in stereo audio. If I'm just using the C920 for a video chat or Google Hangout that I'm not actually recording, then I'll often use the C920 as a source for my audio output and input. It does a nice job for video calls, and your voice can be heard clearly and naturally. As I've mentioned, the C920 works well with my MacBook Pro and iMac, especially with the iCamm software, which provides the zoom and focus feature, as well as the 50 other effects. But you should note that the C920 Logitech software that can be downloaded from Logitech's website provides pan, tilt, and zoom controls, video and photo capture, face tracking, and motion detection, but only with the Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 8. Lastly, I wanted to talk a little bit about H.264 compression. And not getting too technical at this point, but the C920 provides incredible high-definition quality video. Real-time HD resolution over typical internet connection bandwidths requires video compression. However, the C920 webcam uses the standard H.264 encoded compression to provide high-quality video at low bit rates. And you can see the examples here where there's a standard MPEG-2 video, the MPEG-4, and then the H.264 video. Really nice. So wrapping it all up, when you're ready for a webcam, don't settle for the built-in unit in your computer. Look for the Logitech C920 or the Logitech C615 if the 920 isn't in your budget. You'll be glad you did.